Okay, at this point in our webinar, I want to talk about our ACT system. And ACT stands for Action, Collaboration, Training. And I just believe our system is the most comprehensive system available anywhere. And I've talked to thousands of people who have told me about credit repair programs that they have tried in the past. Through our research, we have become aware of many different ways that other companies attempt to repair and restore credit, and we believe that our system is the most effective. So how does this start? This starts with action. We take action on your behalf to dispute all the negative items on your credit report. We create custom dispute letters, and we mail those letters to the credit bureaus to challenge the negative items on your credit report. We will ultimately do this until all the negative items are gone or 12 rounds is up, whichever comes first. And you'll hear us talk about rounds a lot, and a round is basically a 30-day period that the credit bureaus have to do their investigation according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Now, we only dispute by letter, and we dispute by letter because it's the most effective way to challenge negative items on your credit report. There are companies that dispute online. There are people that have experience with disputing online. Online disputing is the least effective way of getting derogatory items off because it puts the whole process in a digital arena, which makes it much easier for the credit bureaus and the creditors to verify the items on your credit report. That's the reason why we only dispute by letter. It is the most time-consuming, the most expensive way of doing it, but we do it because it's the most effective. The main value proposition that we're bringing to our clients is we're able to get a new investigation every month. So as we begin our dispute process, we identify the derogatory items, we create custom challenges to those items, we mail those letters off to the credit bureaus. Some of the stuff is going to come off in the round, at the end of the round, but anything that is still negative on the credit report, we are able to get a new investigation immediately at the beginning of the next round, which is going to start in a few days. And so we're able to, through this challenge response system, we are able to dramatically reduce the amount of negative items on your credit report, and that, of course, is going to increase your credit score. Now, of course, what we're able to get negative removed from your credit report is not only closed items, but it's also items that have balances on them. It's derogatory information on open accounts. I mean, this process is effective at getting any type of negative information off of our clients' credit reports, which, of course, referring back to the FICO scoring model, alleviates the negative pressure in the payment history category, causing your score to go up. And as I said, it doesn't matter if it's paid or unpaid, if it's open or closed, if there's a balance or not. We talk to many people, and some people think that if they pay something down to a zero balance, that it's going to come off your credit report. Or if there's a balance, it can't be removed from your credit report. Doesn't matter if there's a balance, if there's no balance, if the account is open or closed, if it's a public record like a judgment, a tax lien, or bankruptcy, we can still get those negative items removed from your credit report because we are challenging the credit bureau's ability in accordance with the Fair Credit Reporting Act to continue to report that negative item on your credit report. That is the action that we take on your behalf to get the negative items off. Now let's talk about our collaboration or coaching. Now this is done primarily through our monthly meetings. We have meetings every month. Every month we are going to have a meeting where we're going to talk about our progress. Now the first thing we do is we do a forensic review of your credit report to determine strengths and weaknesses. Basically, we take your credit report, we lay it out on a table, we determine how your report is helping you in accordance with the FICO scoring model and how it's hurting you. And then we put together a strategy for adding and managing positive credit to boost your score. Now, once we put together the strategy, we assist you in adding the positive credit. And primarily that's done at our meetings. We give you advice on where to go, on when to go, on how to go to overcome deficiencies in your credit report by adding positive credit to boost your credit score. And the type of credit we help you add are major credit cards and department store cards and installment accounts. Remember the FICO scoring model. 30% of your credit score is revolving debt ratio. You need to have some revolving accounts to have a 700 credit score or greater. 10% of your credit score is your mix of credit. You need to have different types of accounts to impact that category. So we are helping you to overcome those deficiencies in your credit report by assisting you in adding positive credit. And having that appropriate mix is critical to quickly raising your credit score. It's very important to not only cause a reduction in the overall amount of negative items on your credit report, but also to have open accounts that are positively reporting and that are fitting those categories of the FICO scoring model, and that's what we do. And of course, when we talk about adding positive account, we're talking about adding a certain amount of bills. So part of our strategy, in fact, the number one item on our strategy in helping our clients add positive credit is keeping the bills low. We want to add the minimum that is necessary to cause an increase in your credit score and to make sure that the impact to your monthly budget is as small as possible. In most cases, we can add all the positive credit necessary to get your credit score above 700 and cause an increase in your monthly budget of $70 or less, because we want you to be able to pay for those new accounts on time. And that's our collaboration and training. We are big believers in education. We train our clients to be able to maintain a high credit score once our program is over. Unlike many companies that perform certain actions, they keep those actions secret. They don't tell you what they're doing. They don't train you on how to maintain it. You perhaps might see a benefit, but you don't know where it came from or what to do to continue it. That's not going to be an issue in our program, because through our meetings, through all the things that we do, through all the interaction we have, you will become totally informed and totally knowledgeable about the things that we're doing to cause an increase to your credit score. And in addition to our meetings, man, we have a ton of information that we make available to our clients. You will receive what we call a client web portal, which we're going to go over later. It's a website that you are able to log into and not only get real-time updates and a real-time status on exactly where your program is, but there's a ton of information in this portal explaining various facets of credit reports and credit scoring. And that's in addition to our blogs, that's in addition to the seminars and the webinars that we hold for existing clients only. That's in addition to our emails and our websites and, man, all these different ways that we provide information. We also have videos and podcasts and all these different things that we do to provide information to our clients to keep them up to date on exactly not only what's going on in their program, but training them and removing this mystery that many people have about credit reports and how credit reports and credit scoring is done. And that's the training that we do. So this is our ACT system: action, collaboration, training. And I believe that through this system, we are covering all the bases to quickly raise your credit score and to keep you totally informed with how we're doing it, and to make sure that you are completely trained to continue the good momentum that we achieve through our program. You can continue this and increase your credit score even more than what we get accomplished during the 12 rounds of our program.